Hey, what's up? I'm Ruel and I covered Lenny Kravitz's It Ain't Over Till It's Over on Aversion.
So many tears I've cried.
I had a huge shortlist that I've been building of Aversion potential songs, and I was like, what would be perfect for like right now? Like what the people want to hear? Like what would be fun to perform or change the arrangement to? And I had like a bunch of Radiohead songs and Beatles songs and this Jeff Buckley song that I was kind of all had in my head, and then this one we kind of had an idea for the arrangement only like a few days ago, and we're like, all right, we got to do this one. My dad played the song to me a few years ago and I was in the car and I was just talking about how I really like these certain chord progressions, and it was like this Tyler the Creator song I was showing him, and he was like, oh, it kind of sounds like this Lenny Kravitz song, It Ain't Over Till It's Over. And I was like, oh, what's that? And he played it and I was just like hooked. I couldn't stop listening to it. His voice is it's got such a wide range of kind of really hectic, gravel, raspy, like belt, and then just goes so soft into his falsetto. And I think he can switch between them so well and so uniquely, really. That was such a challenge to sing this song because I'm not used to singing up there that much, and talking to my MD saying, you know, that I wanted to change the chords and try and make it as different as possible but still paying homage. And so then Bo, my MD, came back to me like legit about 10 minutes later and kind of just mapped out the chords and put all these drum patterns, and I was like, yeah, this is exactly what we want. And then went to rehearsal and then met the horns players, and they you know, just started playing some of the guitar licks in Lenny's solo in the song, and they were kind of harmonizing on that together, and that sounded amazing, so we just kept that in. And then my guitar player had the idea of the Bee Gees melody, and in Lenny's solo there's this one melody that he does that sounds exactly the same, and yeah, so we just put that in and we just kept putting stuff in until we stopped and we're like, okay, that's enough, like this is good. And yeah, I'm really happy with how it ended up.
So many tears I've cried, so much pain inside, baby, it ain't over till it's over.
I don't usually play the piano at all. I thought it'd be a cool time to kind of bring it out because I only really started playing at the start of COVID. I've just been noodling around for the past few months, so I was like, why not just bring a bit of that into it? Never performed live on keys before, so I brought it in, kept it pretty simple, but it was nice and dramatic. I'm so used to just singing sad songs, and I listen to a lot more sad songs than I do happy songs. I would just gravitate towards like what brings the most emotion out of me. This song was unique to me just because it's such a kind of positive, happy, vibey song that I still really connected to and feel a lot of emotion while I'm singing. It was still fun to kind of explore that kind of funky falsetto and like the sort of big cinematic breaks and the melodies and the lyrics I just would never really sing about. So yeah, it was definitely fun to branch out, but still, you know, try to keep it me and like the way the kind of the chords are arranged, or like the instruments used and stuff like that. Last time I was doing like Aversion, I was 14, and I was doing Weathered by Jack Garrett, and I was actually with M-Phases. That was the first time that I showed my face on camera, like anywhere, as you know, an artist. So it was like a very monumental moment for me in my life, really. So I'm happy that that kind of started everything and got a bit of traction, and it kind of got my career going. And now I'm back, and it's feeling good. I feel a lot more relaxed than I was before. For the first half, I definitely was just thinking about the lyrics because I wasn't too familiar a few days ago. I've always known the song, but I've never really thought about the lyrics. And then kind of as soon as it hits the first chorus, you kind of really get into it. And then the second verse is just heaps of fun to sing. So definitely by halfway, I'm just kind of in autopilot. It's a happy song, but with like a sense of like longing and like don't give up on me yet. Like there's a bit of angst into it still. I don't know, it's just a good vibe. It's a really pretty song, you know, despite how kind of rough we made it, or rocky we made it. So yeah, I don't know, take whatever you feel. In the past year, I guess I did some shows at the start of the year at Laneway, and did like a few little live streams, of course, as everyone was doing. And yeah, I love doing stuff like this. I love doing these like kind of live in the room sort of things. where there's no crowd. It definitely takes the pressure off, but I do miss the old crowd engagements and stuff. Like Aversion means a lot to me. It's such an iconic thing in Australia. It's such a privilege to be able to do it. So yeah, and obviously it was like the first thing that brought me into the scene. So yeah, I'm so honoured to be able to do it again, and it's I really wanted to make it count.
So many years that I've tried to keep this love alive, baby, it ain't over till it's over.